In the fertile region of Laconia, on the Peloponnese Peninsula, a city was born that would etch its mark on history forever. Its name? Sparta. A city that would become synonymous with courage, discipline, and military might. In the 9th century BC, Dorian invaders, known as the Sons of Heracles, descended upon the Peloponnese Peninsula. They settled down in the heart of Laconia, establishing the city of Sparta. What made Sparta unique from its inception was its system of governance. Unlike most ancient societies ruled by a single king or emperor, Sparta broke the mold with its dual monarchy system. Two kings ruled the city, often from the same two families, sharing power and providing a balance that helped maintain stability. But Sparta was more than just its dual monarchy system. It was a city that breathed, lived, and thrived on military culture. From the onset, the Spartans adopted a rigorous military lifestyle. Spartan men were warriors, born and bred for battle. From a tender age, they were molded into soldiers, their lives defined by discipline, endurance, and combat. Sparta's military culture was so deeply ingrained that it permeated every aspect of Spartan life. The city was a living, breathing military camp, a testament to the Spartans' unwavering dedication to martial excellence. Spartan women, though not soldiers themselves, were integral to this military society. They were the mothers, the caretakers, the teachers. They raised their sons to be warriors and their daughters to be the mothers of warriors. Sparta's unique dual monarchy and its military culture set the city apart from other ancient societies. It was a city like no other, a city that valued strength, courage, and discipline above all else. It was a city that was ready to face any challenge, any threat that came its way. As the sun set on its first century, Sparta was primed to become a force to be reckoned with. The stage was set for the rise of a warrior city, a city that would change the course of history forever. As centuries passed, Sparta grew, not through walls of stone, but through the might of its people. This city-state was not just another dot on the map. It was a civilization that stood tall, built on the foundation of a military-focused society. The heart of their strength lay within their unique education system, the agage. The agage was not just a school, it was a crucible, a place where boys were forged into warriors. From the tender age of 7, Spartan boys were taken from their families and thrust into a world of discipline, endurance, and survival. They trained, they fought, they learned. Not just the art of war, but the art of living, of surviving, of becoming Spartans. The agage was not just about building muscle and learning to wield a spear. It was about building character, learning to wield honor and integrity. But Sparta's strength was not just in its men. The women of Sparta were as much a part of this warrior city as the men. They were educated, they were respected, and they were fierce. Spartan women held a unique position in the ancient world. They were given rights and responsibilities that most women of the time could only dream of. They were the mothers of warriors, the wives of heroes, the backbone of a city built on courage and resilience. Sparta's reputation, however, truly took flight with the Battle of Thermopylae. It was here that 300 Spartan warriors faced a Persian army of thousands. Outnumbered, yes, but never outmatched. They fought with a ferocity that echoed through the ages, a testament to their training, their courage, and their indomitable spirit. Their sacrifice was not in vain. It served as a beacon, a rallying cry for the rest of Greece, and sent a clear message to the world. With the Battle of Thermopylae, the world came to know the courage and might of Spartan warriors. Sparta was not just a city, it was a symbol of strength, a beacon of courage, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. Sparta's might was not uncontested, and soon it would face its greatest rival, Athens. The 5th century BC gave birth to a long and grueling conflict known as the Peloponnesian War, a war that would test the mettle of these two Goliaths of Greek civilization. The Peloponnesian War was more than just a military conflict, it was a clash of cultures, ideologies, and ways of life. On one side stood Athens, a beacon of democracy, philosophy, and the arts. On the other was Sparta, a warrior society disciplined and austere, valuing honor and martial prowess above all else. This war was not a swift affair, it raged on for 27 long, bloody years, a testament to the tenacity and resilience of both city-states. There were periods of uneasy peace, but these were merely breathers in a marathon of war. Sparta's military supremacy was formidable, but Athens was no easy opponent. The Athenians had a powerful navy and fortified walls that made a direct assault nearly impossible, but the Spartans were relentless. They devastated the Athenian countryside, forcing the Athenians within their walls and leaving them to suffer famine and disease. The turning point came in the year 404 BC with the Battle of Aegospotami. The Spartan navy, with the aid of Persian money and ships, annihilated the Athenian fleet. Athens was left defenseless, its empire crumbled, and the city was forced to surrender. Sparta stood victorious, but the cost of war had taken its toll. The Spartan victory marked the end of the Athenian Golden Age and heralded a brief period of Spartan hegemony. But the victory was bittersweet. The long war had drained Sparta's resources and manpower, and though they had won the war, maintaining control over Greece proved to be a challenge too great. The Spartan Empire was short-lived, and soon, the city-state would face its own decline. But that, dear listeners, is a tale for another time. Even the mightiest of cities cannot withstand the sands of time. Our journey now takes us to the decline of the mighty city of Sparta, a period marked by internal strife, external conflicts, and a slow but inevitable loss of power and prestige. The first chink in Sparta's seemingly impregnable armor was the loss of their Helot slaves. These enslaved people, integral to the Spartan economy, began to rebel and flee, causing a significant disruption in the Spartan way of life. The Spartans, a society built on military strength, found themselves grappling with a weakening economy and a declining population. The very foundation of their society began to shake. The next blow came in the form of the Battle of Leuctra. In this critical encounter, the Thebans, under the tactical genius of Epaminondas, shattered the myth of Spartan invincibility. The Spartan phalanx, once considered the most formidable military formation, was broken, and with it, the Spartan hegemony in Greece was effectively ended. The defeat at Leuctra sent shockwaves through the Spartan society, further accelerating their decline. The final nail in the coffin was Sparta's absorption into the Achaean League. The once independent and proud city-state now found itself under the control of a federation. The Spartans, who once dictated the terms to other Greek city-states, were now reduced to following the dictates of others. This was a bitter pill to swallow for a city that prided itself on its independence and military prowess. In the end, the Spartan society, which was built on discipline, military strength, and the subjugation of others, could not adapt to the changing times. Their rigid adherence to tradition, their reliance on a slave economy, and their inability to innovate led to their downfall. The city of Sparta, once the epitome of military strength and discipline, was reduced to a shadow of its former self. The Spartans, who once roamed the battlefields with pride and fearlessness, were now a forgotten chapter in the annals of history. The once mighty city of warriors had become a mere shadow of its former glory. Sparta, a city that once stood as the epitome of military prowess and discipline, now sleeps in the annals of history. In the grand tapestry of human civilization, Sparta weaves an arresting narrative. Its story is one of a city-state unique in its societal structure, a place where the military was not just an institution, but a way of life. From the tender age of 7, Spartan boys were molded into soldiers, their lives dedicated to the defense and honor of their homeland. This intense focus on military training created a warrior society, one that stood apart from the rest of Greece. Yet, Sparta was more than just a city of warriors. It was a key player in the complex political landscape of ancient Greece. Its influence felt far beyond its borders. The Peloponnesian War, a fierce struggle between Sparta and Athens, reshaped the Greek world. Sparta's victory signaled a shift in power, but it also marked the beginning of the city's decline. Despite the eventual fall of Sparta, its legacy endures. Its societal structure, with its emphasis on duty, discipline, and courage, has been a source of fascination for historians and scholars. Sparta's military strategies, from the formidable phalanx formation to the valorous last stand at Thermopylae, have left an indelible mark on Western military thought. Above all, Sparta's lasting impact lies in its ideals. The Spartan ethos, embodied in the saying, "with your shield or on it," speaks to a commitment to stand firm in the face of adversity, to never yield. This steadfast resilience, this iron will, is the essence of Sparta. As we look back on the story of Sparta, we see a city that was both a product of its time and a force that shaped the course of history. It was a city of contradictions, of warriors and philosophers, of strength and decline. Yet, through it all, Sparta remained true to its ideals, to its unique vision of what a society could be. The echoes of Sparta's might still reverberate through history, a testament to a city that molded an entire civilization with its ideals and its iron will.